Hello, everyone, and welcome on Cristina Muntean TV for a new and short, inspiring video. As you know, my topic for this year is trust. How do we gain trust? How can we deepen trust in the relationships that we have? How to restore trust when it was broken? And how to retain trust long term in our relationships, teams, and organizations. Trust is the most important currency that we have. We see what happens in our world when trust is not there. We start to question everything, even each other, and we start to live in a world that is not so much worth living in. So, in January, we covered in a few videos the topic of trust, and I looked a bit with you at the topic of empowerment, what we can do in order to understand trust a bit better. February is the month of feedback. This month, we will be talking about the role of feedback in building trust in our relationships, teams, and organizations. So here is my first challenge for you, if you will, with this video. How trustworthy are you really? Do you know? Here's what I would encourage you to do. To find the answer to this question, I encourage you to choose to find, 25 to 30 people from all walks of life, from people in your family, in your group of friends, in your team, and in a wider circle of acquaintances. It can be your customers, your suppliers, it can be your colleagues if you're employed, and so on and so forth. So choose 25 to 30 people whom you know they will be honest with you, even though they might not, like you, or always tell you the sweet talk and just sugarcoat everything. Make sure that you have in those 30 people at least a handful who are willing to tell you what hurts, but in a way that would be helpful and constructive for you. So choose the people, create a set of questions, and then send it to them. What should your questions include? You can ask them, for example, on a scale of 1 to 10, when 1 is not at all, to 10 is absolutely, you could entrust me with your life. How trustworthy am I for you? If anything less than 10, which will happen, ask people. So, what would need to happen for your level of trust in me to move towards 10? What do you think that I am doing and I might not be aware of that reduces people's trust in me, or that reduces your trust and people's trust in general in me? If I could change 2, 3 things that if I change them would lead to people trusting me more, what do you think I should change? What else do you think I should know about how I come across and how I um, help people to trust me? This is an idea. You can think about and you can create your own pool of questions. Once you have your 4 or 5 questions and your pool of people, send them these questions. You can send them via email. You can create a very simple online questionnaire. You can send them via WhatsApp. You can choose the format. Give them a deadline as well. Tell them, look, I'm in a personal growth process and I would really love to hear your thoughts before the end of February or by mid-February or something. Once the answers start coming in, collect the feedback, put them on the paper, and read it very carefully. And try to see if you're spotting some patterns in the things that people are mirroring back to you. Of course, feedback is individual and it is a personal opinion, but very often in other people's feedback, we find some nuggets of gold that if we're able to spot them and if we're able to breathe into it, even when we don't like what we see and we know it could be somehow true. If we're able to spot those nuggets of gold and we're able to work at them, the reward for you will be that you will become more trustworthy. And trust me, in the future, this may save your career, enhance your career, or support any other choices you may want to make in your career, in your business, and in your life. Thank you very much for being here with me, and see you next week for another video on Cristina Muntean TV.